Hey everyone, Julio Rodriguez for Card Player TV and another edition of Strategy. And I'm here with Olivier Busquet, who is a heads-up master and WPT champion. Now, players who are making the transition from full ring games to heads-up might have a few hurdles to overcome. What would you say to a beginning player?
Well, basically, the first thing is basically just really upping your aggression level in general. I mean, obviously, when you play heads up and there's just two people, the quality of the hands are going to be much lower. So, being more aggressive, being willing to bluff a lot more, and I think also being able to value bet much more thinly. A lot of times in ring games, I think there might be more value in being able to control the pot size and not getting yourself in check raised in certain spots on the rivers. But basically in heads up sit and goes, I mean, if you can value bet thinly, you have a huge advantage over most opponents.
Now, what would you say to somebody who's like bum hunting or trying to find weaker players? Is that really the best way to win online?
Well, I kind of have mixed feelings about that. I mean, bum hunting has become just like basically everyone's strategy at this point almost. I think it's kind of a mixed bag. I mean, game selection in general is obviously a profitable strategy, but I think also people who bum hunt too much, they end up limiting their potential. They end up limiting how much they can improve, and I think sometimes when you're feeling confident and playing well, I think it's good to take shots at good players. It helps you kind of open up your game. It helps you challenge yourself and improve. So, I mean, I think you should be able to combine it. The people who are only looking for fish to play, I think end up losing out over the long run to people who are willing to challenge themselves in the short run and try to improve.
And of course, that also helps you get more action.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's true. I mean, the one thing is, the one downside to doing that is then if you start, some people, at least regulars in games, sometimes will start to agree to avoid each other. But if you start challenging some of the regs, then they might start now challenging you, and so then you might end up with more tough action than you bargained for in the first place. But I think in general, people should really focus on trying to challenge themselves, unless they're already at really high levels. But especially when they're starting and learning, it can be expensive, but I think it's definitely worth it in the long run.
Perfect. Well, thank you for your insight, and I'd like to thank you guys for watching Card Player TV.